Gene Perry here with the Free Hands Academy. Thanks for checking out the video. Today is Monday, July 20th. It's 2020, and this is Stick Talk number 3. This session will be the third installment of a three-part series on Johann Sebastian Bach's Minuet number 2 in G major. So we've looked at the first 16 measures in Stick Talk 1, and then the modulation to the relative minor in E minor in Stick Talk 2. And so we'll kind of put them together. And at the end of this, I'll share some learning lessons that I've had along the way that I learned from Conrad and Miguel. They kind of pointed out some things that I was overlooking. And I think prior to this, Claire had also pointed out a couple of things as well. So let's look at the piece from beginning to end very quickly. And then what we'll do is we'll play each part through in each hand. We'll put it together, and then we'll kind of wrap it up. All right, let's get into it. Here we are with the Rob Gellner approved Minuet in G major part 2 score. Tip of that to Rob for that. So here, nothing new under the sun here. The first 16 measures are going to follow an A, B, A, C format, with that C section being right here, which is going to be 4, 1, first inversion, 2, 5, 1. And we see that again at the end of the score here. Right? So nothing new under the sun there. And so if you learn the first section and the second section, you've essentially learned the whole piece. You just need to put all those pieces together. The second 16 measures of the piece, or the modulation to the relative minor in E minor, are also pretty simple. We see this kind of repeated triplet motion here, and something that I noticed in this score in particular is that he doesn't play A, B, C here at the very end like he does in measure 15 here in the first section. I tend to like that ABC quarter note triplet there, so that's generally how I interpret this, but I go back and forth. So without any further ado, let's listen to the right hand, and I'll play this from beginning to end without the repeats, and then what we'll do is we'll do the bass side as well. Okay, we'll see how we do. there you have it, Minuet number 2 in G major by Johann Sebastian Bach. So a couple of items that were brought to my attention as kind of lessons learned were the second note of the bass hand. And so Conrad pointed out to me that I was playing this high and I should have been playing it low. So, right, so that would be convenient to play, and I would be okay with playing that because it's easy. But when I play it the way it was written, it's written, so you gotta play that low D. The second item was Miguel, so he pointed out that I was playing instead of playing it C to G, C first inversion, G, and this is in that kind of middle 8, instead of playing, I was playing it almost like it was a D major. So, not quite there, right? So it should be played. So tip of hat to Miguel for that. This piece is not too difficult to learn, and in so long as you are taking it 4 measures at a time, it's very doable. Now, I started this session back in June 7th, and it's actually taken me longer to record this third part of it than it was to actually learn the song. So I'm hopeful that you have some time to practice it. Maybe give me some feedback. Let me know what you think. As always, I appreciate any feedback that you do have for me, and thanks so much for tuning in. A quick note, if you haven't already checked out the session number 5 on Johann Sebastian Bach with the Tap and Time crew. That's a fun session if you do like learning about Bach. We also just recently did one with Jim Riley and with Kevin Keith. So definitely check out the Tap and Time podcast with Claire Steger and Victor Brune and Rodrigo Serrao and myself. Until we meet again in our next Stick Talk, we'll do another minuet. So we'll do the minuet number 1 in G minor. In the next few weeks here. Thanks so much for tuning in. Take care.